Hello people, hope you're all doing great and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about the Hyundai Verna. But before going further into the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit that bell icon to not miss any of my future updates. The Verna has been the most successful product from Hyundai, and the one in front of us is the 6th generation Verna. The base petrol variant retails at an ex-showroom price of Rs 9.28 lakhs and goes all the way up to Rs 15.32 lakhs for the top of the line SX optional automatic diesel variant. Now there are three engine options: the 1.5 litre petrol, the 1.5 litre diesel and the 1 litre turbo petrol. There are three transmission options available: manual, automatic and intelligent variable transmission. However, the IVT variant is only available in petrol, and the turbo petrol variant gets only an automatic transmission options, which is a DCT unit, while the petrol variants are E, S+, SX and SX optional. The diesel variants are S+, and then the SX and SX optional. The Hyundai Verna is available in 6 colors, and this is the silver color. It is the SX diesel automatic variant, and it retails at an ex-showroom price of Rs 13.42 lakhs. And the SX variant gets the following safety features: ABS with EBD, emergency stop signal, 2 airbags, reverse parking sensors, auto dimming inside rear view mirror, automatic headlamps, follow me home function, impact sensing auto door unlock, speed sensing auto door lock, seatbelt reminder for both driver and passenger, high speed alert, ISOFIX style seat mounts, engine immobilizer and reverse parking camera with adaptive guidelines. And coming to dimensions, it is 4.4 meters in length, 1.7 meters in width, 1.4 meters in height, and the wheelbase happens to be 2.6 meters. The first thing you notice is the massive chrome grille up front with the bold Hyundai logo right in the middle, and it gets these halogen headlamps with LED DRL and halogen turn indicators, while the top of the line variant gets a fully LED headlamp unit. Coming down, you also get fog lamps, which is again a halogen projector. And straight ahead, let's open the hood of the vehicle, and under the hood is Hyundai's 1.5 litre inline 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine, which produces a peak power of 115 PS and a maximum torque of 250 Newton meters, and it is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is a torque converter. It is also available in 6-speed manual transmission. Insulation right there to reduce engine noise from entering into the cabin. And moving to the side of the vehicle, it gets these 16-inch silver color alloy wheels, but the top of the line variant gets diamond cut alloy wheels finished in dual tone, and the tire size happens to be 195 by 55 R16. And it gets disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear, auto written right there. And this is how the outside rear view mirror looks, along with the integrated turn indicator. And an addition of an puddle lamp down here would have been a nice touch. The door handles are finished in chrome along with the chrome belt line. This is the fuel cap of the vehicle. And moving to the rear, it gets these LED tail lamps, which are of course not fully LED, as there is an halogen turn indicator. Hyundai logo. Down here is the reverse parking camera of the vehicle. These are the reverse parking sensors of the vehicle, and there are true reflectors placed on either side of the lower half of the bumper, and the ground clearance happens to be 165 millimeters. SX badging right there. And on the top you get a shark fin antenna along with a rear defogger as well, and it gets an electronic boot release, and the boot carrying capacity happens to be 480 liters. And the spare wheel is placed over here, and it is not an alloy and is of the same size as of the regular wheel. Moving to the rear seats, the door feels quite solid, and it gets a 1 litre bottle holder even for the rear doors. The rear bench is wide enough to accommodate 3 adults. It also gets a center armrest, but the rear headrests are not adjustable, but it gets a sunblind, which I'll show you in a bit. There is adequate amount of legroom and knee room, even though the driver's seat is completely pulled behind. Headroom is also not an issue, and under-thigh support is also great. The AC vents are placed over here for the rear passengers. And this is the rear manual sun blind of the vehicle. You get handles to hold on to on either sides at the rear, cabin light placed in the middle which is an halogen, and you also get a hook for carrying your bags. And moving to the front, you get a request sensor on the front driver's door, and front door pocket can also accommodate 1 liter water bottles, and these are the power window controls. This is to lock or unlock the door, and these are the outside rear view mirror controls. You get manual height and recline adjust for the driver's seat, and you also get a dead pedal along with accelerator and brake pedals, and this is to open the bonnet of the vehicle, and this is to increase or decrease the intensity of the instrument cluster, and this is the headlight leveler, and it gets a 3-spoke steering wheel with silver inserts, and on the left side you get the audio and call controls, and on the right side you get cruise and MID controls. It also gets push button start which is placed over there, the wiper stalk is placed on the left, and the headlight stalk is placed on the right. As soon as you turn on the ignition, it greets you with the Hyundai logo, and down here you get AC controls along with the hazard light button in the middle, and it gets a single zone automatic climate control, and the knobs feel very sturdy and premium, and they're also finished in gloss black. And moving further down, you get a 12-volt power outlet to the left, USB slot in the middle, and a USB charging port to the right, and it also gets a wireless charger for your phones. This is the gear lever since this is the automatic, and this is the reverse parking camera of the vehicle, gets guidelines, twin cup holders or bottle holders, and the center armrest is sliding, and there is also some storage space underneath it, and this is how the key of the vehicle looks, which also looks quite premium. And this is how the front seats look, and they're quite comfortable to be in. The AC vents are also designed very nicely with some silver inserts in the middle, and this is the glove box of the vehicle which is of decent size, and it also gets cooling function right from the base variant itself. Auto dimming inside rear view mirror, and this is for your sunglass holder. Pressing these turns on the cabin lights at the front, which are also halogen, and this is to open the sunroof of the vehicle, which opens like this and is of decent size to fit in an adult. Passenger side visor gets a mirror, no light. Driver side visor also gets a mirror, no light. And coming to the infotainment system, it is an 8-inch touchscreen unit which gets Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth connectivity, and it also gets voice recognition, and it is also quite slick and fluid to use. Now this unit is paired to 4-door speakers and 2 tweeters from Archimize, and it just sounds great. However, if you're an audiophile, you might find the need to upgrade. And it also gets some settings like this for your phone to connect to the screen to project your videos onto the screen, and some display settings to customize. And that is about it. And slotting it into reverse, this is how the guidelines look, and you also get some settings to customize of the reverse parking camera as per your liking, and it gets these guidelines and are also adaptive too. Coming to the instrument cluster, it is a fully digital unit, and as soon as you turn on the ignition, it illuminates as such, and it shows a system check animation in the middle, which is a 4.2-inch LCD unit, and on the left you get speedometer, both digital and analog, along with fuel level, and on the right you get digital and analog tachometers along with the engine temperature meter and some telltale lights in the bottom, and in the MID it shows the gear position, the drive info, fuel economy, average and instantaneous, accumulated info of the drive, odometer, outside temperature, and some settings to customize like the lights, doors, etc.